Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is a Wednesday edition of Weather 2020. I hope you are having a great day. A lot of people out of work because they're traveling, getting ready for the holiday, but kind of messy out across the Central Plains. We have a weak system which is pushing through, so we're going to be talking about that, plus cooler air, which is going to be working in. Another system moving in this Saturday, so we're going to cover all of that. Of course, a huge shout out to my boy Superior Roofing and Construction, the four-state premier roofing contractor. They're local to Joplin, Missouri, but they service Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. All right, so first off, let's talk about the cycling weather pattern. So we're in this new one, the 2024-2025 cycling weather pattern, the LRC, something that it's a pattern I've been working on since 1999. Gary Lezak has been working on it since the late 80s. You can get our long-range forecast. You can download it. Our app. It's called the Global Predictor. You can get your 6-month forecast anywhere in the world. Plus, we're going to do our winter forecast next Thursday. So I'll do a winter forecast for the entire Central Plains, maybe a good chunk of the country next Thursday on YouTube. And then at KOAM next Thursday night will be the local winter forecast for specifically the four-state area. All right, so we're in this new weather pattern. It's a longer cycle than what we had last year, and there are some dry stretches that do concern me because this starts in the beginning of October. So, if you remember, October was a very dry month. Things started to get moving around October 24th, October 25th. Then we had a big system on Halloween, and then the first half of November was very active. So, we have some very active stretches, but we also have some very dry stretches. Now, as the jet stream gets stronger in the winter months, those dry little weak systems are like what we're getting right now. So we get a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow. So at least there's action all the way through the pattern. But as we get to next summer, these dry stretches definitely are a little bit concerning. Of course, we'll get more into that over the next few months. All right, so here's our active stretch. It goes from Christmas until about January 20th. That's when we're going to have about 4 big systems which is going to rotate through, and that's our best chance to get a major winter storm across the region. So we do have those very strong storms, but even the weak stretches, like I said, we have smaller storms, kind of like what we are getting today, because we're actually in the drier stretch of this pattern. Look at our weak system. So if you are traveling this evening into Thursday morning, we're watching this system that's cutting across the Central Plains. Let me zoom in a little bit, even a little bit of snow mixing in. Now, temperatures are just above freezing, so we're not seeing much in the way of accumulations, but there are some flakes that are mixing in. Let's go ahead, zoom in. So look at the light snow. It's right along that I-70 corridor, all the way back toward Dodge City. And then it switches over to light to moderate rain showers once you get to Lawrence, Kansas City, just south of Kansas City, starting to get in southeastern Kansas just a little bit. So we are going to see these showers mainly pushing through along and north of I-44. And then if you aren't getting the rain, you're getting drizzle. That's what I've been getting all day long. Rain stretches in the central and eastern parts of Missouri as well. And this whole wave is going to continue to work through as we go through the evening hours. It's a fairly weak wave, but you can see the kink in the upper level flow. So this is going to push through. This is what we call a northwest flow. If you look at the arrows, it's out of Canada. It's out of the northwest. And that's why we're ushering in a little bit cooler air across the region. All right, let me walk you through time as we go through the evening hours. Look at these showers. Still a little bit of snow mixing in as you work a little bit farther toward the west, toward Dodge City. But then it's mainly rain. Southeastern Kansas through central Missouri, Illinois, all the way to about Indiana. All these showers push east as we go through the overnight hours. Now, there are some indications the cloud cover may hold all the way back through southeastern Kansas, and that means we could get some drizzle. So along that I-44 corridor, from Joplin to Springfield to Rolla to Lebanon, there may be a little bit of freezing drizzle late tonight into tomorrow morning. You see that pocket of clouds from Springfield to northwest Arkansas to West Plains. So if we can get enough lift, there may be a brief period of freezing drizzle. So if you're getting up early tomorrow morning and the roads look wet, just test it. Make sure that they're not a little bit icy because temperatures will be cold enough. As we go into Thanksgiving, another chilly day, 37 in Topeka, 41 in Wichita. Lawton, Oklahoma, 48, 48 in Fort Smith, 43 in West Plains, St. Louis up to about 39 degrees. It gets cold by Friday morning. Look at these temps all the way down into lower 20s, down to 17 in Goodland, down to 20 in Topeka. And then on Black Friday afternoon, some clouds start to increase. But again, temperatures are going to be into lower 40s for afternoon highs. Now let's go into that next wave. Our storm system, it's another weak system, starts to push into Nebraska, northeastern Kansas as we get into Saturday morning. You can see a little pocket of snow develops. Lincoln, all the way down toward Wichita, Topeka, moving into St. Joe, moving into Kansas City, and drive south and east through Saturday morning. Right now, it looks like the heaviest snow will track from St. Joe, Kansas City, down to about the Lake of the Ozarks. Could get as far south as the I-44 corridor, so Nevada, Lamar, Joplin, you may get a few snow showers as this pushes through. By Saturday afternoon, it's pushing to St. Louis and then into Illinois and Indiana, and then rotates out as we get into Saturday evening. Sunday looks pretty good. Still kind of chilly, 30s and 40s for highs, and then a slow warming trend a little bit warmer as we get into early next week. But really over the next week, most of us are going to be in the 30s and 40s for afternoon highs, so kind of chilly. All right, the snowfall potential, this is for Saturday. And again, a lot of people are going to be traveling, maybe traveling home. So a swath in the white, and this is mainly, in the heaviest pockets, there may be 2 inches, but I'm thinking mainly a half an inch to an inch with some isolated 2-inch amounts. Really from Manhattan, Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City, St. Joe. Stretching farther south, as far south as Fort Scott, Nevada, Lake of the Ozarks, Columbia, Jeff City, Rolla, Lebanon, all the way over into St. Louis. So we're going to keep our eyes on this as it works in over the next couple days. Besides that, we have another storm system that is going to work in next Tuesday and Wednesday, and that should give us some showers across the region. And then remember that active stretch moves back in here in about 3 weeks, so we're going to be keeping our eyes on that. All right, guys, any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll chat soon.